You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You can't handle the truth!
Well, we're giving you the Michigan Sports Truth, the show that reveals facts, truth, research, and statistics and never messes around. We lay down the entire truth about everything regarding your Detroit and Michigan sports teams, no matter if it's good or bad. No junk, no entertainment, no homerism, no coddling, no pop culture, no opinions, no shilling, and no fluff. Head over to our website at MichiganSportsTruth.com, follow us on Twitter at Michigan_Truth, and like our Facebook page, The Michigan Sports Truth. The Michigan Sports Truth podcast does not represent or defame any of the teams it covers. It only detects, exposes, and reveals honest, actual, and hidden truth, facts, and statistics about them.
And welcome to the Postgame edition for Thursday, June 14, 2018. I'm Taylor Phillips. Sorry this is late. I had to work a call-up double when I was called in to fill in for another salad bar attendant by the name of Anthony to complete a double shift after my early morning haircut just a few miles away from here home. This is an afternoon game. Tigers won 3-1. Let's get down to it.
That one is long gone!
Tigers beat the Twins again 3-1 to take 2 of 3 at Comerica Park, thanks to a Jacoby Jones game-winning 2-run home run to cap off a 3-run 7th inning. Lance Lynn going into that game earlier today with an ERA of over 5.50 or something like that. Let's see here. Michael Fulmer improves to 3-5 with a 4.13 ERA. Pitched in another beauty. Went 7 innings pitched, gave up the 1 run in the first inning. Only 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Not bad at all for Fulmer. In fact, very good. Fulmer is getting back his own groove on the mound. Tigers starting to get on my nerves. Again, 33-37, second place again. A game and a half up on the Twins because the Tigers took 2 of 3. 4.5 back of the Cleveland Indians. Twins 29-36, 6 games back. The Tigers, the Cleveland Indians, by the way, 36-31. The Tigers in the wild card standings still 12 games back of those wild card spots. Minnesota 13.5, so throw those out already. Tigers still 4 games below 500. Indians only 5 above, 537. Detroit 471. Tigers go on the road to Chicago and play the White Sox 24-43 at Guaranteed Rate Field. At 8-10 to start a 3-game series, Mike Fiers will take the hill against Reynaldo Lopez. Reynaldo Lopez with a 2-4 record, a 3.26 ERA, which is not as bad. 122 whip. Not great, but not terrible. Mike Fiers with a 5-3 record, a 4.01 ERA, and a 1.29 whip. That should be a showdown. On paper, pretty much evenly matched. Regardless their records. So that is, last night was Ron Gardenhire's 1,100th career win as a manager of any Major League Baseball team. Today is 1,101 for Ron Garbage Fire. So, congrats to him. Belated congrats to him. Miguel Cabrera, not exactly needed. Tigers don't need Miguel Cabrera anymore. It's a new age. They don't need the Goose. They don't need Miggy. They certainly don't need Vimar. The younger guys again are stepping up. They're doing it by themselves. They don't need the Goose either. Besides, the Goose doesn't help the Tigers manufacture runs. The Tigers offense manufactures a very low average of runs per game. You can count it by calendar, by each game, and by viewing the calendar. The calendar schedule. Saturday at 2:10, Jordan Zimmerman goes up against Lucas Giolito at 2:10, and then Sunday at 2:10 on Father's Day, Blaine Harney versus James Shields. Shields is 2-7 with 4.63 ERA. Look at his high. No, it's not high, but it's a 123 WHIP. Not bad. Not as bad as what I expected. James Shields against Blaine Harney. This will be interesting. So that's all the truth I have for tonight. You know what that means.
It's now time for the National Sports Report with Louis Tenore.
Take it away.
Let's do it. Okay, start with the baseball scores, of course, and it goes like this. Yankees hold off the Rays today, 4-3. Berman got the win, Sneo got the loss, and Chapman got the save. Thank goodness. Top of the sixth, the D-backs are leading the Mets 3-1. No one on, no one out. Koch is pitching, and Conforto is at bat. And the Mets just keep on sagging. Top four, the Red Sox lead the Mariners 1-0. One out, nobody on. Hernandez is pitching, and Bogarts is at bat. Final of the day in 16 innings. That's right, I said 16. Each over the Marlins 6-3. Blatch got the win, Hernandez got the loss, and Dyson got the save. Phillies over the Rockies 9-3. Vasquez got the win, and Marquez got the loss. As we mentioned, Tigers over the Twins 3-1. Homer got the win, Lynn got the loss, and Green got the save. That's Green with an extra E on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some do it without the E, but this one did.
It's an easy save nonetheless.
True. Indians over the White Sox 5-2. Clevenger got the win, Roslin got the loss, and Allen got the save. Astros over the Athletics 7-3. Verlander got the win, and Montes got the loss.
Good old JV.
Yeah, I know. And finally, this one snuck up on me. The Braves beat the Padres 4-2. Sanchez got the win. Ross got the loss. And Vizcaino got the save. All right, so now let's check the standings. Like so. And right now, checking, of course, on the American League East, as we usually do. Well, the Red Sox are still in front, just barely, with a 47-22 record. Half game ahead of the Yankees at 44-20. The rest are in the dumps, as the Rays are 14.5 back at 32-36. The Blue Jays are 16.5 at 30-38, and the Orioles bring up the rear, 19-48 at 27 back. Ugh. That team was a waste.
I know.
Yeah.
The Royals? Yeah.
No, the Orioles.
The Orioles. Oh yeah, the urinating tree. You just recently did a video on them, and I'll message that to you. Right about now.
Okay. And speaking of more comic tragedies, the Central Division here, the Indians are 36-31, 4.5 ahead of the Tigers at 33-37. The Twins are 6 back at 29-36. The White Sox are 12 back at 24-43, and the Royals are just as bad at 22-46, just as bad as the Orioles. And they're 14.5 back. To the West, the Mariners and Astros are in a virtual tie. Mariners are 44-24. Astros are 45-25. But the Mariners lead by 4 percentage points over the the Astros rather, 647-643. It was close. Angels 37-32, 7.5 back. Oakland 10.5 back at 34-35, and the Rangers 27-43, 18 back. Now to the National League. The Braves are now 40-28, having their best season in quite some time. I came and a half ahead of the Nationals at 37-28. The Phillies are 4 back at 35-31. The Mets are 10 back at 28-36. Outcome this game. And the Marlins are 26-43, 14.5 back. In the Central, the Brewers are 41-27, a half-game lead over the Cubs at 38-27. Cardinals are 4 back at 36-30, respectable. Pirates are 33-35, 8 back, and the Reds are 25-43, 16 back. And finally in the West, the D-backs are 37-30, have a 2-game lead over the Dodgers at 35-32. They've made us ground nicely. Giants are 34-35, 4 back. Rockies are 33-35, 4.5 back, and the Padres are 33-38, 6 back. Well, they can make a run with that. All right, so let's check tomorrow's schedule, and it reads this way. For your Friday, June 15th, it goes like this. No day games tomorrow, all are night games, and it starts with 3 games at 7:05 as the Marlins take on the Orioles. It'll be a dumpster fire of a game. The Rays will take on the Yankees, and the Reds will take on the Pirates. As I mentioned, those are all 7:05 games. 7:07, the Nationals take on the Blue Jays. 7:10, the Twins take on the Indians. 7:35, the Padres take on the Braves. 8:05, the Rockies take on the Rangers. Got some 8-10 games here as the Tigers take on the White Sox. The Phillies take on the Brewers. 8:15 games are the Astros versus the Royals. The Cubs take on the Cardinals. 9:35, Angels take on the Athletics. At 9:40, the Mets take on the D-backs. And the 10-10 games are the Red Sox taking on the Mariners and the Giants taking on the Dodgers. 2 teams that absolutely hate each other with a passion. A couple more notes to produce here. We had a WNBA game today, early this morning. Atlanta over Indiana, 72-67. We have 3 games tomorrow on the schedule. Los Angeles takes on Washington at 7. Las Vegas takes on Dallas at 8. And Connecticut takes on Seattle at 10. Just wanted to see if it was 10 or 10-10. It is actually 10.
Kind of like 10-10-220, huh?
Pardon me?
Kind of like 10-10-220. Remember those days?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm not that old. All right. And World Cup soccer actually began today, and it was anything but memorable, as Russia just creamed Saudi Arabia 5-0. I was not expecting that. I turned up it was 3-0, and I thought it was going to be the final, but I jumped the gun. I apologize. It ended 5-0. Oh boy. 3 games on the schedule tomorrow. Egypt versus Uruguay at 8 a.m. Set your alarm early, please. Morocco takes on Iran at 11 a.m. and Portugal takes on Spain at 2 p.m. And the 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. games are on Fox. And for you U.S. soccer fans, Portland will take on the LA Galaxy tomorrow night at 11. That's for your liking. All right, so now we'll get on to the news items of the day. And it goes like this. Oh, there was one other baseball note before we get there. This actually involves the New York Yankees. As the Yankees have opted first baseman Tyler Austin to AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, I kind of thought he was going to get sent down to the minors. He has not been, really doing that well for the team. There's always one, Achilles heel that happens when a team's doing well anyway. Speaking of struggling players, Tiger Woods struggled today at the first round of the U.S. Open. He shot 8 over and shot 78, 9 strokes back in a 4-way tie with Dustin Johnson, Russell Henry, Ian Poulter, and Scott Piercy. There was concern about Woods. I was watching the some of it today, and the shots were just like miserable, and he wasn't happy about the shots either that he made. It may be difficult. I don't know if he's going to make the cut here. So tomorrow is a critical day. So we'll have to see about that. All right. Minnesota Twins opt to send third baseman Miguel Sano to single A ball in Fort Myers, Florida today in the hopes that the former All-Star can get back on track. Team manager Paul Molitor made the announcement today shortly after the team's lost to the Tigers. And Sano, of course, was not in today's lineup. So that's a shame. He went on to say as well, after not being alive, it's really like he was. He told the reporters he wasn't unhappy with Sano's efforts, but believed the move would help all parts of his game. We are going to get him down there and give him an opportunity to get things back on track. We don't feel like we're getting what we need from him, and he's going to have to get down there and get to work. The corresponding roster move is expected to bring Joe Mauer coming up the DL list tomorrow. He has been out since May 19th because of a neck strain and concussion symptoms. That's ugly. All right, so we will continue on here. Former Missouri forward Michael Porter Jr. canceled his second pro day in Chicago tomorrow due to a strained left hip. Sources told ESPN Porter was not able even to get out of bed today due to muscle spasms, according to NBA sources. NBA lottery teams were told yesterday afternoon that the workout was canceled. Rescheduling is possible depending on how he responds to treatment over the next few days, but there is no guarantee on that. That occurs now. The draft is only a week away. Some teams will send reps to meet with Porter in Chicago tomorrow, according to sources. Oh boy, what a time to get ill. A week to go. All right. Place your bets, anybody? New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy places the state's first sports bets. He placed a $20 bet on Germany to win the World Cup, and, if you can believe this, and the Devils to win next year's Stanley Cup. That's what I call premature, thank you very much. The Garden State was beaten to the punch when Delaware was the first to offer single-game sports bets last week. Atlantic City also began taking bets today with former 76ers and Hall of Fame player Julius Erving, a.k.a. Dr. J, placed a $5 wager on the Eagles to repeat as Super Bowl champions. Oh, please. At the Borgata Race and Sportsbook this morning. Monmouth Park, which is also in New Jersey, was a zoo as hundreds of gamblers flooded the racetrack, which has 21 ticket windows where bets can be placed. And I'm familiar with all three areas. All I can say is, and they're off. Oh, dear. All right. Dodgers outfielder Matt Kemp and Rangers catcher Robinson Charles were both ejected in last night's game after a collision at the plate caused both benches to clear. The collision was at the plate. Kemp was trying to score from second on Enrique Hernandez 2-out single to right field in the bottom of the third inning. But with the throw reaching the plate well ahead of Kemp lowered his right shoulder and barreled into Shinros after Kemp was tagged out at the end of the inning. Charles got up and shoved Kemp, then Kemp shoved back, and both benches and bullpens were cleared and formed a brouhaha at the plate.
I saw that. I saw that highlight on ESPN late afternoon on I think MLB Network. I think not ESPN, but whichever channel. But I saw the highlight, and I heard about it. I first heard about it last night, and then I saw it at Ruby Tuesday. Oh man, the catcher was blocking the plate, and the runner had every right to like plow him out of the way.
Yeah.
Because blocking the plate like that is nowadays is cheating. That's what the new rules tell us.
When did Major League Baseball start becoming WWE?
Right.
Anywho, Kemp was restrained by starting pitcher Cole Hamels. There were no punches thrown, but both players were still ejected. Joe Peterson replaced Kemp, and Carlos Perez replaced Charios. Don't you guys ever learn? Okay, the LA Lakers have spoken to Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma to tone it down on the social media bits, ribbing one another after a rap diss track that Ball released last week. Both are close friends, so they say, but the Lakers had growing concerns about the increasingly personal nature between the young stars, sources told ESPN. The back and forth ribbing went throughout their rookie season that escalated during tweets and Instagram posts to Kuzma's recent Bleacher Report Player Hater of the Year award video, making jokes at the expense of Ball, and Ball's response with the track titled Carry Kuzma. Oh boy. The track included a lyric of lack of a relationship with his biological father, and he was raised by his mother, Carrie, who tweeted yesterday. They say it's ribbing, but that's a bit insulting.
Yep.
Jets offensive coordinator Jeremy Yates said he was impressed with rookie Sam Darnold and could win it as a starter, but he will have a tough road ahead as he is up against Josh McCown and Teddy Bridgewater for the starting job, who have more experience. Is he the guy to break the West Coast curse of the Jets? Talk to me about week 1 or 2 of the season. I'm not convinced yet. I mean, you can have a good spring, you can have a good training camp, but when it comes down to it, and you just have the stuff, you're all for naught. Well, this took a while to come to a final deal, but we are going to have a rematch between Alvarez and Triple G. The fight will take place on September 15th in Las Vegas. And I'm not a betting man when it comes to this, but I think Triple G is going to flatten him. All right, back with more news. First up, sad news here. Jordan McNair, an offensive lineman from Maryland who was hospitalized after a team workout, died yesterday, according to the school's athletic director, Damian Evans. His cause of death was unknown. Maryland's football program has kept information about McNair's situation private per family request and has not given what led him to be hospitalized in the first place. His parents were not available for comment. He was only 19 years old. What a shame. 19 years old, and just like that. All right, just to see if I missed anything else. We have another milestone as the Texas Rangers pitcher and old-timer Bartolo Colon recorded his 2,500th strikeout of his career on Tuesday when he struck out Dodgers second baseman Matt Muncy in the first inning. The 34th pitcher to record that many strikeouts. Holy mackerel. And one day before the World Cup began, Russia, Spain fired their head coach, Julian Lopetegui, one day after taking over for Real Madrid. At a news conference at Spain's training site in Russia, the Spanish Federation President Luis Rubiales stated that Lopetegui's fate was sealed just 2 days ahead of Spain's opening game, as Rubiales could not accept the Royal Spanish Football Federation employee from negotiating a move to Real Madrid after the tournaments without informing its employers. You own that. You owe it to them to tell your employers. What can I say? And there's another milestone here. By the way, we already got that one. So let's just see if we have anything else here. Oh yeah, the Denver Broncos will hire DeMarcus Ware as a pass rushing consultant for the 2018 season. A source told ESPN early yesterday morning Ware will work on a part-time basis on select days each month. The source, Ware, according to the source, Ware had worked with some of the Broncos in the off-season program and was with the Broncos for his final 3 seasons in the NFL, including the victory in Super Bowl 50, where he struggled with back problems in his final season that led to his retirement back in 2016. You gotta know when to hang up, pal, and that was the wise choice. All right. Celtics point guard Kyrie Irving said that signing a contract extension this summer doesn't make much sense to him, well, at least not right now. While he's bracing for questions concerning his future, his purpose now is to remain healthy and contend for a title next season. Irving met with Boston reporters for the first time since March to cap off a day of promoting his movie Uncle Drew. Irving hated the sideline during the postseason and wrote about the Celtics' future, acknowledged the challenge of competing against the Warriors. He said he would leave the roster decisions to the management when asked about the possibility, no matter how remote, being reunited with LeBron James. Irving is eligible for extension this summer. However, even coming off another knee injury that sidelined him for the Celtics' improbable run to the cusp of the finals, was admitted about that he will wait until the summer of 2019 to examine his future. Yeah, just when you think they had it, somebody turned on the choke signal. And good news for you U.S. soccer fans out there, and I know there's a few of you out there. This was announced yesterday on the eve of the World Cup, it's been announced that the 2026 World Cup will be played all throughout North America. That means the U.S., Canada, and Mexico each will have a chance to host the event as they defeat its only challenger, Morocco. As more than 200 federations cast their votes to FIFA's annual Congress. The vote was handed down early yesterday morning. And we don't know about where the sites are going to actually be yet, but there is rumored to be that it's going to be played in Giant Stadium, which is less than half an hour from my house. This is the first time since 1994 that the World Cup will be played in North America. And by that time, I'll be 56 years old. Ugh. That's the sad part. What can I say? All right, so now we'll just check the remaining baseball scores for games that are still in progress. So let's run it down, shall we? All right, top of the 7 now. D-backs are now leading the Mets now 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th, the Red Sox still lead the Mariners 1-0. No one out, no one on. And that's about it. So, my notes are complete. I'll turn it back over to you.
All right, before we sign off, we want to remind everyone to share this episode and our entire podcast on social media and have their friends share that as well, because we want to tell them that the Michigan Sports Truth podcast is in search of a wider audience that is fans of sports, especially our teams in the state of Michigan. So please spread the word about the Michigan Sports Truth podcast on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts via iTunes, its Facebook page, and its Twitter handle at Michigan_Truth. For Louis Tenore, I'm Taylor Phillips. Follow me personally on Twitter at DT2Phillips. I'll talk to you again tomorrow night at either probably 11:30 or midnight. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Good night, folks.
The Michigan Sports Truth podcast does not represent or defame any of the teams it covers. It only detects, exposes, and reveals honest, actual, and hidden truth, facts, and statistics about them.